In a cave, a white sphere caught the attention of many scientists. Analysis confirmed the sphere has existed for 4 billion years. Based on its complex internal structure, it's inferred that this sphere predates all life on Earth and must be a device left by an alien civilization for some reason. Some even speculate that the birth of humanity might be related to it. Meanwhile, Earth is suffering a massive disaster. A mysterious virus suddenly appeared, wreaking havoc on the ecosystem. The oxygen levels on the surface are dropping, leading to frequent natural disasters and various immune diseases in humans. To ensure the continuation of life, scientists spent 8 years successfully replicating the mysterious sphere's material to create another identical device. They plan to take it to a new planet to recreate a habitable world for humans, creating a true Earth 2.0. To achieve this feat, the team developed a propulsion engine. The engine successfully detected the TIE's star, millions of light years away, which is very suitable for human transformation plans. The Gemini project team was quickly established, and they set off for the TIE star on an advanced spaceship. Just as the crew was setting the spaceship's coordinates, subtle changes appeared on the quiet sphere's surface. A humanoid figure suddenly appeared in the cave on the ground, but those heading to the TIE star were unaware. As they piloted the spaceship into a wormhole to begin a space jump, the intense load caused everyone to faint. After an unknown period, when the spaceship emerged from the wormhole, everyone awoke from their coma, only to be stunned by what they saw. The planet ahead was not their intended destination. The star map showed this was not the TIE's star. Captain Steve believed Peter had entered the wrong coordinates and angrily relieved him of his duties, planning to attempt another space jump. However, the crew stated that the spaceship was currently in a 3-dimensional and 4-dimensional space, unable to control the ship's position. Seeing the plan to save humanity about to fail, Steve ordered an inspection of the planet ahead. They discovered that the data was much better than the TIE's star. Perhaps this was fate. They decided to place the device on this planet, launching a small ship to prepare for landing on the blue planet ahead. As the human ship prepared to land on the unknown planet, they quickly found a valley location to land. But just as the planet seemed calm, a massive storm suddenly arose, causing the entire ship to shake and lose control. Calm under pressure, Steve had to jettison the fuel and make an emergency landing. After a long slide, the ship finally stopped at the edge of a cliff. The landing point was far from the expected location, but to complete the mission, the crew donned their gear and took the white sphere out of the ship. Fortunately, the environment, though barren, posed no harm to humans. Soon after, through the mothership's guidance, they found a cave and placed the life-creating sphere inside. As the device activated, a beam of light shot into the sky, indicating that soon humans could migrate to this planet. Back at the base, the team checked the data. At this moment, the mothership sent images that made everyone tense. It turned out that while Peter was inspecting the spaceship's engine, he discovered other unknown creatures hidden inside the cabin. In the next second, he was dragged away by a mysterious creature and lost his life. Further monitoring confirmed that the creature had been hiding inside the sphere and had stowed away in the engine as the spaceship left Earth, causing it to deviate from its coordinates. Now, the sphere's data in the cave became abnormal, proving that the mysterious creature was secretly altering the sphere's data. Steve, the person in charge, demanded an immediate return to the cave to investigate. However, Ryan, concerned for everyone's safety, believed the sphere would birth more monsters and stopped the team from taking the risk. He relieved Steve of his duties and became the ship's captain. At night, the unwilling Steve found David, and the two decided to secretly go to the cave to investigate. Sure enough, the beam of light had changed. Just as Steve was restoring the data, David noticed a creature approaching. Steve only wanted to restore the sphere's data quickly. In desperation, David decisively shot at the sphere. Seeing the creature getting closer, they had to abandon the mission. On their way out, they retrieved the fragments shot off by David. When they returned to the base, an alarm suddenly sounded. It turned out that the mysterious creature had followed them there. Humans, in search of a new habitable planet, had traveled tens of thousands of light years, only to end up on an unfamiliar planet due to engine failure. However, they didn't know that the planet before them was Earth from 4 billion years ago. It was the mysterious white sphere that brought them into the 4-dimensional space, keeping them in the dark. The team, unaware, placed the life-creating sphere into the cave, hoping it would transform the environment into one like Earth's. However, after the device activated, they discovered countless intelligent creatures hidden inside the sphere. Before they could figure out the origin of these creatures, the tightly closed cabin door made a noise. The creatures had begun attacking the base. After a fierce battle, the crisis was temporarily averted, but the research team suffered heavy casualties. While Steve was checking on the infected wounded, he accidentally discovered that the injured David had antibodies against the bacteria. His blood could be used to make a vaccine saving all of humanity, eliminating the need to risk finding a habitable planet. As he tested the biological tentacles left from the battle, the entire lab was suddenly magnetically disrupted. He recalled the strange humanoids he had encountered on Earth. It turned out they were facing intelligent machines, and perhaps the sphere was their civilization. The various disasters on Earth were their way of colonizing the planet. Steve quickly contacted Chad on the mothership. By simulating billions of years of changes in the solar system and the universe, they discovered they hadn't jumped through space, but traveled through time. The planet before them was Earth from 4 billion years ago. The white sphere excavated by archaeologists was the same one in the cave now. The bracelet he gave his girlfriend was made from the sphere's fragments. The way to save humanity was to tell his future girlfriend how to develop the vaccine. He engraved numbers on the bracelet, hoping she would notice. After doing this, he planned to return the fragments to the sphere and install a bomb in the cabin to lure and eliminate the creatures. As the cabin door was smashed open by machines, Steve finally saw the creature's appearance. Regaining his composure, he quickly opened fire and ran out of the cabin, successfully leading the machines to the bomb site. With a loud explosion, the monsters were successfully eliminated. At this moment, Steve stood in the storm, with oxygen levels starting to drop. He quickly headed to the cave to contact his girlfriend, returned the fragments to the spherical device, and activated it again. His girlfriend in another dimension successfully discovered the bracelet's message, quickly ran into the cave, and unlocked the shackles in the same order. The two successfully met in different spaces. Time was tight, and Steve told her how to make the vaccine. After a brief meeting, he said his final goodbye to his girlfriend. A year later, Earth was restored to life. The film ends here. This is the Gemini project from Russia. The film's pace is somewhat slow, but the story is relatively novel, and the ending even has a bit of an interstellar travel feel.